Hey everyone, this is Augie, and I'm going to be making an updated tier list for predecessors. We're on version 17.3. This is how my tier list looked for the last bigger patch, version 17. So if you want to check out that video, go ahead and look at my channel. It'll be there. This is going to be a quicker video. I'm just going to move a few characters up and down from what I've been seeing and from my gameplay recently. And I'm going to do a bigger video for the next bigger patch, going more in depth. But I'm mainly going to be just talking about the people I move up or down. There were slight buffs and nerfs. Besides Grim got a pretty big buff, but besides that, I'm just going to go into it here, get a quick video going. I'm going to just start from the top. Chimera, I'm going to keep an S even with a slight nerf. I just think he's the best jungler overall right now. Gideon, slight nerf, but I'm going to keep him an S. Murdoch is the first one I'm going to move down. I overhyped him in S tier here. I think he's solid B tier, so I'm going to move him down here for now. Twin Blast, I'm going to keep an S. Think overall the best marksman. Yeah, he's got everything. Xeris, he got a little bit of a nerf with his ult for the early levels. He's my personal best character, so I might have overhyped him here in S. I do think he should go in A. I think he's solid in the jungle and solo. Not broken by any means, so I'm going to put him in A. Faye, I think I overhyped her a little bit with the S here. I'm going to move her down to B tier, actually. Steel, I'm going to move him down just one tier here to the A tier. I think he's good. Good in support or solo, but really good, actually. But I don't want to say S tier for him. Rampage, I think he sticks in A tier. He's just really good. Probably the best tanky jungler. Decker, I'm going to move up to S tier, actually. I think she's the best support. Definitely the best like mage type support. She's just really strong, I think. Argus can stick to A tier. He's been really good in the support right now too, and he's solid mid lane. Argus is a A. Crunch, I'll move down to B for now. Snowbally guy, but I think A is a little high for Crunch. I'm gonna put him in B. Quang, I want to say he's been solid always, but I don't want to say A tier for Quang anymore. I want to move him down B from what I've been seeing. Grux, it's gonna. Grux, I'm kind of in between S and A. I think he got nerfed, but I think he's just a huge bully and he's just really good. I'm gonna move him kind of to the top of A. He's hovering towards S tier for me. Fang Mao is gonna be a big move down for me. I'm gonna move him down to C. I don't think he's that great, to be honest. Let's kind of move down. Richter, I want to move up to A tier. Kind of right behind Grux. I think Richter, I underrated him. I think he's just really solid, locking people down. He could jungle, support, solo. He's really good. We got Kalari. He's kind of one of those, squishy, high mobility junglers, who could pop off, but can also just, if you don't pop off, you're just kind of useless. I want to move him down to C tier for now. Sereth is really good. I kind of want to move her to the top of A tier. She's been kind of my favorite squishier, jungler that can pop off. She's been kind of going crazy in what I've been seeing. I'll move her in the bottom of A tier for now. Countess is kind of on her level. I want to put Countess here in A tier as well. Howie, I think B is okay for him. He's annoying. He has a really good ult. B's okay. Wraith, move down. Wraith, I'm actually moved down to F. I'm just not a big fan of Wraith. Drongo can stay B. He's an okay marksman. Same as Sparrow. Lieutenant Belika, I think she would be A or S if she didn't get nerfed all the time. I think B is okay for her. Murdoch already talked about Faye, Crunch, and Quang. We got Greystone. I'm gonna move Greystone up to B, probably on the top of B. I kind of underrated him. I think he's really simple and stuff like that, but he's just too safe. He's really tanky. It's hard to kill him. Yeah, he could just soak up a lot of damage. He could deal a decent amount of damage too. I think B is good. Shinbi, I'm gonna move her up to B as well. I think she's pretty solid solo laner. She's been given some buffs here and there. Narbesh, I want to move him up to B as well. Severog can go to B too. Underrated him a little bit. I think he's okay. Gadget, C is okay for him. Kira, C is okay for her. she's not too great. She's a weaker Twin Blast, I think. Muriel, I'm going to move down to F. Grim.exe, he's got a pretty big buff, so I'm going to give him some love and move him up to B here. I already talked about Fangmao. Phase, I kind of underrated her. I want to move her to B tier. I think she's really good in the right hands. You know, she could protect her marksman pretty good. It's kind of higher skill cap, but she's solid. Morgesh, I want to move her up. I think she pumps, but she's not great because of her mobility, and her wave clear is not great in the beginning, but she scales really good. I'll move her to B, kind of the top of B. Iggy can stay F. I know he's been getting turret buffs, but he's whatever, and team fights in my opinion. Revenant, I've been kind of going off on him. I'll move him up a little bit to C tier. And then Muriel I already talked about. So yeah, this is my tier list for now. I moved people around quite a bit, but there will be another tier list for the bigger patch. I want to say it comes out in a couple weeks, so stay tuned and check that out.